Get this windshield clean, grab a little petrol. Looks like they are busy this morning. Welcome to the nightmare called Hudson, Colorado. Parking where they're not even supposed to be parking makes it real difficult to get to the fuel islands. And it looks like we have ourselves a meet and greet at the islands. But see, this is what I like about truck stops. See these end ones? They're almost always open. You know why? Because people don't want to exercise and walk an extra 50 feet. Just saying. All right, everybody. Happy Monday. It is 1:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We'll grab a little fuel, grab this windshield. Can you tell? Love you. There's that sound. Woo! Better than what it was. Let's get back to work. Let's go get Denver. I don't know. Somebody's tour buses. Robert Irvine Foundation 3-decade tour. I don't know. All right, everybody. Now let's go back to work. See all kinds of stuff at these truck stops. They're just as human as we are. God bless everybody. Well, let's get in here to our Denver location. Best time to get in here is in the middle of the night. We're in here. They don't make it easy. Let's see, we're going to make that? Probably not. We'll try it, see what happens. That vehicle's right there, is in the way. Nope, we're not going to make it. Unbelievable. Even in the middle of the night, they got to park right where we don't need to be. Because I need to go right between him and that little bush right there because I got to get around the corner. I'll get back to you. All right, everybody. So what we did, we have another car in, that's why I get in here so early, is we had to get a little creative, and what we did is we came up and we drove up into here where the cones and stuff are, put my front end over here, and then we had to back down right where that car is right now, but we had to back around the corner of the island in between those two cars and then drive up in between, because where we need to be in order to bump the dock here, because it's not designed for us to get in here. We don't belong in this parking lot. And so what I did is I come up in here, back down into that hole down in there, and then you drive up in between here. And then drive on that side of the bush or island down into where those cones are there, set up, and then back down into the hole. Yeah, we need all the room we can get. Certainly don't make it easy. Well, they'll get here about 4 o'clock in the morning. It is about almost 3. So what we'll do is we'll do what they call a split break. So yeah, so just that. But yeah, that was interesting. Creative docking, as we call that. Yeah, because see, if that vehicle wasn't there, I would have just came through the driveway way down there, because I have to come through that driveway at an angle, okay, at a 45, come around the front, or just drive where that little blue thing, SUV, whatever the heck it is, and drive right up in here. As maintenance is here, so yeah. It's a little wider on this side, but and then when we get out of here, if nobody parks up here where the cones and caution tape is, we'll go around the corner wide, and then we'll drive right down in between, and hopefully we can get in and out of here before everybody starts showing up, because this parking lot right there fills up, or else I'm taking out trees and unfortunately going over the curb there and going over the curb there, so that I can miss the bollard, that red thing right there, so I can miss that bollard right there. Yeah, fun. All right, next. everybody. We are done for the day. It's about 94 degrees here in Cabrero. I think that's how they pronunciate it. C-U-B-E-R-O, Cabrero, something like that. We're at the casino here at the as far as we could. We ended. Yeah, there we are. We're right over there. Yeah, but I've never actually been here and stopped here before. I've always driven past here, because let's see, Grant, New Mexico is that way. That's 40 back over there. So these are kind of different mountain range. We this heavy load kicked my fanny getting out of Denver. So what'd you guys think of that this morning? They don't make it easy. Well, not that I've gone to harder spots, but anyway. Question to ask you guys. Tell me what you think. Are you guys okay with the flock cameras and everything that's going on? I wanna throw something past you guys, because you guys are some of the smartest people I know. You guys are bright, real bright, especially my Christian friends. With the flock camera, if you ever saw the movie Terminator, they call it Skynet. These cameras talk to each other, and they've been doing this to us for a while with the Siri and all those things that you ask a question, and and the Roombas in your house for people that are doing, I don't know, vacuuming floors. They got Roomba type stuff for mowing lawns. Washer and dryers talk to refrigerators and stoves. I mean, and I'm not into the Terminator part of it, but as a Christian, the question I want to propose or throw out at you guys is, the Bible talks about in the end times, in order to buy, sell, or do anything, you're going to take the mark of the beast. Kind of wonder, with all this Skynet, with the flock cameras that are tracking our every movement, our cell phones are tracking us, whether it's on or off. With all of this going on and all this data, are you guys thinking we might be closer to the end than what we are? I think we are. Now, I'm not predicting time. The Bible says that nobody will know the day or the hour, so I'm not going down that road. But with all of this, everybody wanting to have technology and all these robots and all these things, like my truck, I can't even move my truck without somebody knowing. We got a forward-facing camera, and now what I've been learning, well, not learning, but what I've known is the newer vehicles, if the car there's so many built-in cameras, tracking devices. Now they can talk with the insurance companies. People are getting notices in the mail that their insurance is doubling and tripling because the car is ratting them off that they bought. And somehow we gave up our Fourth Amendment right when you purchase the car, because they don't tell you in the agreement when you sign and buy new vehicles. And I'm not picking on any manufacturer. They're all bad. I'm a Ford guy, and Ford's irritating the crap out of me with that. Chevy, all of them. That OnStar, they're reporting every little thing you do. Hard braking, if you accelerate, if you're speeding, all kinds of stuff. People are getting notices and things in the mail. We just need to wake up. Bible says that my people perish for a lack of knowledge. And I always thought that was being in the Word of God and understanding. I believe that's part of it. But folks, we need to wake the heck up. My people will perish for the lack of knowledge. If we don't realize what's going on around us, where he talks about, you can't tell the season in which you're living. Wake up. We need to wake up. The foods that we think are foods are dulling our senses, causing all kinds of inflammation in our body. Now, I don't think they're nefarious. I'm not accusing anybody of maliciousness. But at the same time, if they can keep you sickly, wanting them, needing them, and can control you. See, it's all about control, because in the Bible it says that little g God is the God of this dispensation that we're in. So, just a thought. And if we're eating unhealthy foods that we think, and I was in the same camp. I've only been doing mostly carnivore now for going on my at least 3 years, going into my fourth, I think. And foods that I thought were foods really weren't food. See, God designed our body to process real food, not fake food. You wouldn't grab grandma's plastic apples and oranges, the fruit bowl that's always on grandma's table. You wouldn't eat that, would you? But yet somehow we eat genetically modified fruits and vegetables and foods that we think are foods. So kind of makes me wonder, with the net going on around us, with the flock cameras and the cars talk, our vehicles are, you buy a new vehicle, you're going to pay them $100,000 for a new vehicle for it to rat on you. I got a problem with that. I don't think I'll be having anything new. I mean, it's bad enough I have a 2019 Ford F-150. But there's tracking device. I've already seen it. It's behind the back seat on the passenger side. And there's fuses in your fuse boxes. And other little hidden places that they hide these things. TVs talking to each other. All this stuff. So, but I just want to make you guys aware, because you guys are some of the most smartest people I know. And I just want to inform you guys, Scripture says that my people will perish. Well, I believe in the full counsel of God. We need to realize, we need to wake up, get right with the Lord. I don't live in fear. God's in control. But that doesn't mean that I'm not aware and live my life accordingly by that awareness. Just saying. Just wanted to propose that to you guys. We've rambled on. There's a lot of things that kind of bother me, and I like being part of the church without walls. I get to fellowship with you guys, and the church that I do attend online, World Outreach Church out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Thumbs up. I love Pastor Alan Jackson. He's he rightly divides the word and causes you to engage. Because you know what? God's moving in the earth. I want to be a part of that plan. Do you? Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. On that, Lord willing, I'll see you somewhere down the road. We're in New Mexico. Tomorrow we'll be in Tolleson, Arizona. Love you.